Hey, Ocean Church, welcome. We're so glad you're here. Around here, we say that we're not a church with groups, we're a church of groups. We believe real growth happens in relationship, and we're called to walk together, not alone. Ecclesiastes 4:9 reminds us two are better than one, because they have a good return for their labor. If either of them falls down, one can help the other up. That's the heart behind what we do. And today, you'll hear a powerful story from Christian Sicard. After he was baptized, Christian knew Jesus had changed his life. But it was in Ocean groups that his faith really deepened. Through community, he found encouragement, accountability, and the courage to step up into leadership, even when he didn't believe in himself. It's a story that'll really encourage you. Before we get to that, we want to take a moment to invite you into something special happening here. God is really moving in our church, and it's incredible to see so many new faces joining the family. There's such a beautiful energy in the air, and we truly believe this is just the beginning. Whether you've been with us for a while or you're brand new, we want you to connect with the heart of Ocean Church. That's why we created Partnership Class, a space for you to learn about who we are, what we believe, and how we partner with the work God is doing in the lives of people. This is more than just a class. It's an invitation to join a church family that values humility, believing the best in each other, and leaving everything better than we found it. This is your chance to take that next step and dive deeper into the mission and life of our church. If you're ready to partner with us and become a part of what God is doing here, visit Connect Central in the lobby. We can't wait to welcome you into the family and see all that God has in store for you. And now let's hear from Christian and how God used community to reshape his life.
I had no intention of ever knowing who God was. I was heavily involved with just party life. When are we going to go drink next? Or when are we going to go party next? Or do this? Or how much money are we making today? Like kind of things. And it's just not fulfilling. None of that stuff was fulfilling for me. And I know because I've been pursuing it for so long, and it just all led to empty roads. Like it just led to nothing. My life breaks down. I have to move back home to Cape Coral. And after I realized just how much everything was falling apart, God spoke to me. He said, hey, like this time, follow me. I'm here for you. And I did. And what I was met with at Ocean Church was just the most exciting display of worship I've ever witnessed. Everyone was so thrilled to be there. The room was energized at like 9 a.m. I just didn't understand how a church could be so inviting. And so I came back a second time, and I came back a third service. And after the third service, it was mentioned like, oh, baptisms are a thing. I'm like, okay, yes. After being water baptized, I felt pure bliss and joy and just questions everywhere. What do I do next? Where do I go? How do I get more involved? I was asking around and happened to talk to Diane. She mentioned one of the groups that was here. That group, the first things that Grant said, who was the leader at the time, was like, this is just a group where we're just men trying to discover the Bible and what it means. And I'm just like, this is exactly what I needed, because I've never touched a Bible in my life with any real reason. I need to understand what God has been telling me, because he's been speaking to me a lot and I don't know what it means yet. And that brought me to opening the Bible for the first time. I started talking like about what my story was, and they asked me all these like genuine questions. They were there for me through my whole bartending experience and the entire time I was bartending while trying to be a Christian. I had to cut out drinking entirely too, because God's Spirit was talking to me like, hey, like you drink too much and it's affecting your relationship with me. And that's what God spoke to me. And I brought it to the men's group. I'm like, hey, guys, God is kind of speaking to me about my alcohol usage and the example I'm setting in front of my family. And I feel like I need to kind of slow it all down. It just brought me to another place where I'm like, okay, like this is another step that I have to take to be refined so I can look more like Christ. After understanding what God's voice meant, it's like, okay, God is speaking to me again. And God is saying, hey, I want you to lead. And I did. I walked in obedience. I had no idea what leading a group would look like. I had no idea if I could even feel like I could lead a group. That leading a group led to another group about evangelism. And the short story of that group is it brought me the confidence to speak about my story. And it really just let me develop my story and what God is doing through me and how it's constantly developing. It was a way for me to feel comfortable to discussing it with someone for the first time, having someone hold me accountable for it, and just enabling me to feel successful and celebrate my successes as well as my failures. And I wouldn't have been there if it wasn't for the first group, then the second group, and then the group in this past season. I can't explain just how significant the groups were to building what I have now. I feel so strong in my faith at this point that I can share it with anyone. I've been tackling strongholds in my family and just sharing the gospel and gifting Bibles to people that I think need them. I can't imagine coming here without being in groups because this church is so big. How would I have all of these relationships if I just showed up on Sunday and went home? I am so thankful for all the people that I've met. Without you guys, without this church, I don't know where I'd be today. I don't know. I said it to my family on Easter, like, I'm so thankful that Jesus came back for me because I was down a dark path. This place is just, it's home.
We're so glad you're here today. You're not here by accident. No matter how long you've been here, you're part of something bigger. We believe God is ready to move, and we're ready to receive. Let's prepare our hearts. Service is about to begin.